As someone who's rooting for LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers, I'm not gonna lie, this commercial actually had me shook. I started looking at Matt Kawhi film, both offense and defense, and just really trying to figure out how great he really is. And to be honest, I was really beginning to think that Kawhi might take it this year. New Balance really had me thinking that with the help of Paul George and Patrick Beverley, that Kawhi could really step to LeBron. The crazy part about it is that they didn't even get close enough to take down the King because this cold-blooded assassin right here, who I believe trained his whole life in the art of combat and comedy and was sent back in time to terminate any team who dare threaten LeBron James' legacy. But all jokes aside, Nikola Jokic is the truth. Standing 7 feet tall, weighing 285 pounds, Jokic presented a matchup nightmare for the Clippers. The Clippers tried to throw multiple different guys at Jokic, like Paul George, Montrezl Harrell, Kawhi, Zubac, and none of them can get it done. George, Montrezl, and Kawhi were just too small, and Zubac, who had the size to guard Jokic, was simply too slow. The Clippers didn't have a single player in their roster that had the combination of size and agility to contain Jokic, which forced them to double team. But Jokic, arguably being the best passing center of all time, double teams are no problem for him. And let's not forget who he's kicking the ball out to, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray can go for 40 on any given night. With Murray's amazing shooting prowess and agility, it all came down to pick your poison for the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm huge on body language, and looking at Doc Rivers during Game 7, I was able to conclude that he was either dealing with a small case of mud butt or he was trembling in fear of what was inevitable. No matter how you slice it, Doc was shitting his pants. After Game 6, Doc was trying to play it all cool, like, oh, we have mad coaches and 5 analysts, and there's nothing we don't see. And to be honest, all I was seeing was Jamal Murray and Jokic pump you guys. It's okay, Doc. If I were you, I'd be scared too. I mean, we all know how you love to blow 3-1 leads. You did it back in 2015 with the Lob City Clippers featuring Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. And you also did it back in 2003 with the Orlando Magic with Tracy McGrady on your team. Instead of Doc saying all that crap about motivational speeches are overrated, yada yada yada, he should have been getting into his team because they were playing sorry. Doc showed no sense of urgency, and he of all people should know it's not over till it's over. Doc being the leader of this Clippers team, he should know that he sets the tone. And the tone he set was complacency. Take a look at Paul George in this press conference after Game 6.
It's positive. I mean, this group's staying together. We're still in the driver's seat. I mean, it's not a panic mode. We're still in the driver's seat. I mean, it's not a panic mode. We got a Game 7. I like our odds with our group. We put ourselves in this position, and it's on us to get ourselves out of it. But,
I understand that Paul George might have been going for the calm, cool, and collective approach, but you are not like that, my guy. Paul George shot a whopping 4 for 16 from the field in Game 7, including a shot off the side of the backboard in crunch time. It's the things like this that make you go from playoff P to way off P. Now for the Clippers, who last season gave up everything to obtain Paul George, it's back to the drawing board for them. I think this offseason they should focus on shopping around for a tall defensive paint presence, because that, in my opinion, is the only thing that their roster is missing, and it would have helped them tremendously in this past Nuggets series. I don't know what that means for the future of reigning 6th man of the year Montrezl Harrell. I think he'll either be traded away or begin to see less minutes when facing opponents with taller, skilled big men. Now, as the record shows, the Lakers are still the team in LA, and LeBron will forever be king. I thought I'd be disappointed with the Clippers losing, but honestly, as far as talent and playstyle goes, the Lakers and the Nuggets might be the most entertaining series yet. You have the marquee matchup of Anthony Davis and Nikola Jokic. Ranking the top big men in today's NBA, I would say Anthony Davis is number 1, with Jokic being 1B. Jokic is that fudging good. Also sharing the court, you have the electrifying Jamal Murray and the greatest, most spectacular, glorious, most royal basketball player ever in LeBron James. With that being said, let me be a little more clear about what I mean when I say entertaining. I think watching Jokic and Murray go at it with Davis and LeBron, there'll be a lot of spectacular plays on the individual level and it would just be fun to watch. But I'm not very confident in how competitive it will be. During the regular season, the Lakers were able to win 3 out of 4 games against the Nuggets, and they've only gotten better since. The Nuggets were able to beat the Clippers because Jokic's versatility allowed him to have a mismatch every possession. But against this LA team, it won't be so easy for Jokic. The Lakers have the big men with the size and athleticism to contain him. I'm a huge fan of Jokic and his Nuggets, and I do think they're capable of winning this series, but if the Lakers supporting cast decides to show up and hit shots, the Lakers will be advancing in 6 games at the very latest. Before we end the video, I want to give a big thanks to you guys for watching and listening to me talk my swish. Please drop a like and don't forget to subscribe. We're going to have a lot of great content coming in the near future. And lastly, leave a comment talking your swish, or make a recommendation on what a video you think I should make. Just say whatever it is you want to say.